Alright, I am 16 hours into fasting. I feel so lightweight and happy-go-lucky now. I'm not upset anymore about what happened yesterday. Kind of recap. Yesterday, I had a little bit of a relapse on my eating disorder ways. So to understand why I call it a relapse, you gotta understand why I started doing intermittent fasting. 2 years ago, I had wouldn't say a binge eating disorder. I had more of a compulsive eating disorder. I would get compulsions to eat something and it couldn't wait. I was ruining my jobs over it, ruining relationships over it. And that's what I wanted to change 2 years ago when I made the resolution. That's why I made a resolution to normalize my relationship with food. I didn't make a resolution to lose weight. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that concept. Sometimes when my friends introduce me to other people or at workplaces, people say that's the guy who lost a lot of weight or he made a resolution to lose weight. And I always make sure to correct people when they say that because they're very different concepts. Now, yesterday I misplaced something because of a problem that started just like that. I had fasted 15, 16 hours and I was getting ready to break my fast at my favorite restaurant here in the Redmond area. I made some important connections during the past 2 years during the pandemic. And that's part of the reason why I still have quite a number of businesses I can go to. Right now in King County, a lot of businesses won't let you walk in their door if you haven't taken this pharmaceutical drug that I don't want to take. Anyway, so I go to the restaurant and my food arrives and I'm just anxious to dig in. And I didn't think much of it until I got home and noticed I had misplaced a few items. And that's when I realized, oh my God, I did it again. And part of the problem with compulsive eating is that it always sneaks up on me when I least expect it. See, where do I expect to have problems with eating? Well, when I'm traveling, right? When I'm with close friends or family members, workplace events, meetings, right, which is where I first ran into the problem. My guard is up during those times, right? And when I least expected, right, on a Christmas season, going to my favorite restaurant, wishing everybody happy Merry Christmas. That's when I least expect to have a binge eating attack, right? And then I run into it, right? And but now that I fasted 16 hours, I'm not so angry at myself anymore. But see, this binge eating problem feels like the pandemic, right? I keep coming with new variants of the problem, right? See, I had the Delta variant where, phone calls would come when I'm in the middle of a meal. I have a problem with putting down the phone. And right now the Omicron variant is when my food arrives and I forget to clean up other activities, right? It kind of feels like additional variants of eating disorders, right? I've been musing about the idea of one day ending my life with a long fast, right? Until I fade away. And I like it because we all have to travel to heaven one way or another. And if I'm going to go with a light heart, like how I feel every time I'm fasting, right? I don't know how that's going to play out, but I can see myself going to heaven that way one day, right? The problem is that every time I feel despondent and want to do that, and then I get myself 24, 48 hours into fasting, I'm happy-go-lucky, I don't feel like I want to die anymore, right? So the problem kind of destroys it. The solution of going to heaven by fasting kind of destroys the problem itself, right? It's kind of, what would you call that? A self-destructing prophecy, right? All right, 16 hours now.